Storms are coming. Hey everyone, welcome to Minneapolis Living. I'm Nick Sundahl with Acta Homes of Keller Williams Classic Realty Northwest. I've got 3 tips for you today on how to waterproof your house. But before we get to those, please hit the subscribe button. When you're there, ring the bell so you're alerted every time I upload new content each week. The majority of us living here in the Twin Cities and Minnesota in general, we have the benefit of having a basement. Of course, this is really great because it gives us additional square footage, but it is below grade, and make no mistake, water will find its way into your home if it can. Now, fortunately for most of us, especially if you have potential water issues, you install a sump pump. That pump collects water in a hole in the foundation floor of your home and then pumps it out when it reaches a certain level. So 2 things here. 1, make sure it's working. 2, I recommend getting a battery backup. In the event of power loss in, say, a thunderstorm, that battery will continue to work and keep your sump pump working, keeping water out of your house. The second thing to take a look at are your gutters. If you don't have gutters, there's a very good chance you might not need them. However, if you do have gutters, you want to make sure they are cleaned out, especially if you've got tree overhangs. Look, the gutters can be actually one of the biggest culprits in getting water into your home. If they're not cleaned out, that means they're not collecting rainwater and they're not pushing it away from the home. Because that water, when it falls right off the roof of your home and lands next to the foundation, it will go right down the wall and seep into your concrete foundation, your block foundation, or God forbid, your wood foundation, which could cause rot. But keeping those gutters cleaned is a huge step in keeping your basement dry. And the last thing you want to do is go around the foundation or the exterior foundation of your property and make sure all of the landscaping and the ground is flowing away from the house. You want it graded higher at the house and lower away so the water runs away from the property. A couple ways you can do this. You can just bring in soil and raise it up. You can bring in sand and rock and do the same thing, but I highly recommend taking a walk around the property, making sure there are no depressions in it, especially where there's a lot of rain runoff from your roof. Have any tips and tricks that you'd be interested in learning about? Or do you have any additional tips or tricks when it comes to water getting into your basement? I would love to hear from you. Please comment below. If you're considering a move to the Twin Cities or within, please reach out. You can call, text, email, hit me up on social media, but I would love to start that conversation. This is Minneapolis Living. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.